Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Beast! I'm YouTube famous now, as if. Okay, so a couple days ago, somebody commented on one of my videos and they said, you haven't done a Q&A in a long time. Well, I actually, and I will try to find it and link it below. I did a super long, like hour-long Q&A on my vlog channel, which I never do Q&As over there. But I find myself not being able to get a lot of questions answered when I do Q&As because I don't want the video to go super, super long. And as you guys know, I'm like killing for doing like hilarious intros. Well, I think they're funny. But anyway, for just talking and talking and talking. So anyway, and that's kind of like part of my favorite, my favorite part of making the videos is doing the little stories, and like people are always like, could you just get to the point, like you go off on these tangents. That's what I love to do. Like that's kind of, if I had to like say what my gig is like having an opinion about something that's like 20% of the video, and then the other 80% is me just like shits and giggles and talking about Mindy and BJ's in the bathroom and all that kind of stuff, you know? So I wanted to do a Q&A, and I'm gonna try to get as many questions answered as possible. I do want to say this though, that, and I'm filming it like later in the day, so my skin probably looks different. It's pitch black outside and I have the lights on me, but I get so many questions about my skin, and people are so nice to compliment me on my skin. Thank you so much. People always ask me, what is your skin regimen? Which I kind of think is hilarious. And so somebody asked the other day on a video, and then somebody answered it, and then somebody commented underneath it, and they were like, super fan moment, or something like that. It was really funny. And so I thought, for all the people that continue to ask me, let me just tell you, I literally, in the morning, I wash my face with soap and water, like bar soap, okay? And if I don't have bar soap right there, I use like whatever hand soap I'm using, which right now, I think I'm using like that Method hand lotion. And then, or Murphy's or Method hand lotion or hand soap. And then at night before I go to bed, then I get in the shower and I take a shower and I wash my hair and my face, and I wash my face with bar soap in the shower. White Target bar soap, that's it, okay? And then when I get out of the shower, I literally lotion from head to toe with Aveeno lotion. This is so corny that I'm even talking about this in a video. I just feel very blessed. I think it's all genes, honestly. Like neither one of my parents ever had acne. I've never had acne, although as I'm doing this video, I'm getting like a zit either here or here. And then I just drink a ton of water. I have been so blessed as well not to have, like my weight, you know, has fluctuated up and down my entire life. And I don't have one stretch mark on me. And I do swear by water and lotion. Like I do think that has saved my skin through the years. So, but you know, I go out in the sun a lot in the summer, and you know, I'm not opposed to tanning. I know it's bad for your skin, but I do. I love being out in the sun. I love getting a little tan going on. And so, you know, I do believe in taking care of your skin, though, with lotion and water and all that kind of stuff. So that's my skin routine. There's just not any deeper than that at 3 minutes. Do we need 3 minutes of that? I don't really have any kind of getting ready routine whatsoever, you know? So my hair is very easy. I have like one hair like hanging down here or something like that. But anyway, my hair is very easy. I use this alternator stuff that like keeps it in spray, and then I blow dry it, and then I use like Hans de Fuca or Gage hair products on my hair. So it literally, people laugh at this, but like, it takes me like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get ready. I get in the shower, I shampoo, condition my hair, get out, lotion, put on my clothes, blow dry my hair, and I'm ready to go. Well, I blow dry my hair, then put on my clothes, and ready to go. So anyway, okay, let's get into these questions. Number one, Kim Ritchie asks, what is your favorite fast food joint? Okay, my favorite fast food joint is every one of them. I love Burger King for the Whoppers. I love McDonald's for the Big Macs and the fries. McDonald's has the best fries. I do really like to dip my fries from Wendy's in a Frosty. I also love Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I always get the Nachos Bel Grande. I get so much food from any place that I go. But my favorite of all, and this is so embarrassing to talk about, is White Castle. I love White Castle. And I don't even drink. Like if you don't know what White Castle is, or if you're in the South, it's like a Crystals. But it's like those sliders. And like people joke that they only eat it like when they're like wasted drunk. I haven't had a drink in 23 years. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I've been sober since December 17th of 1994. And so it's funny that that's like my favorite place. But that being said, I have had fast food, I think, 2 or 3 times, and it was mostly just fries. in, let's say, 94 days today. I've been a vegetarian for 94 days. So I haven't had fast food, really, 3 times. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to read through these. Okay, Ashley asked, if you could switch places with any other YouTuber, who would it be and why? And she has another part of her question. Okay, if I could switch places with any other YouTuber, who would it be and why? I think that I would switch places with Joey Graceffa, and let me explain to you why. I love that Joey is able to do vlogging on such a huge level, and people follow his daily life. I have a vlog channel called Peter Vlogs. This hair is driving me crazy. This is why I don't do my hair and I always wear a hat. But I have a vlog channel called Peter Vlogs. I vlog on it every day, and it's one of my favorite parts of the day, and I just kind of talk to the camera. Mine are very, very long. They're different than his. But, you know, to have that kind of following just based on your life, I think is really cool. And so I probably would switch places with Joey Graceffa. What's your favorite and least favorite things about making videos? Love your videos, Peter. I've been a viewer since August. Oh, thank you, Ashley. My favorite thing about making videos is I love interacting with you guys. And I love when, like, you guys get the joke, okay? Like, when I'm doing a video, like, and it comes across as kind of, like, a lot of times people are like, oh, you were so harsh, and I meant it to be kind of funny. But honest as well. So I love interacting with you guys on all forms of social media. I also love coming up with ideas for videos. It's probably my favorite thing. The thing I like the least is that I do one-cut edit videos. Like, I don't edit, right? So what I hate is that when I'm like a lot of times I just make it and print it. Like the video I just did about Manny Mua, I filmed it and it's going up as I'm doing this video right now. But like other videos, like it'll take like 3 or 4 takes because like I'll have, you know, PP in a hat or something, and he'll go, and he'll like take the hat off or something. And I'll be like, okay, PP, are you ready now? And then he'll just sit there all still, and then we'll start filming. He'll go, and so it's like I have to do it like 3 or 4 times. I should probably just leave that shit in there, shouldn't I? It'd be hilarious. Okay. Swag Money Ho. Oh shit, I just got out here. She asked me if I had a criminal record. I do have a criminal record. Okay, so Swag Money Ho asked me, did having a criminal record affect your ability to work, or did it help you with your career and treatment? It didn't hurt me or help me, to be honest with you. And, you know, I've had so many people say to me, like, why didn't you get your record expunged through the years? I've had a lot of attorneys say that to me. And I'm like, I don't really have any reason to get my record expunged. I have a Class D felony for having a fake ID, and I got a Class D felony for using it. They're fraud charges. And then I also had a DWI, OWI for drinking and driving that were over the age of 18. And those are my charges that are on my record. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not embarrassed of that. It's part of my story. It's part of who I am. I've always been very, very honest about it. The one funny thing is, though, is that when they had to do background checks where I used to work, and I was nervous as hell that it was going to come up and they were going to calm me down and be like, okay, we're going to have to let you go. I've always been kind of very innocent-minded about things. And I remember going down to the HR director's office and telling her, and I was nervous. And so when the background check came back, it didn't even have it on there. And she was like, you worried about nothing. So that's just the story of my life. I'm always worrying about nothing. So most of the things that I worry about never even happen. Okay. But I believe in honesty. So anytime you go into a job, I think you should always just be honest about what could possibly come up. That's just my recommendation. And it might stop you from getting the job, but at least you were honest. Where did you meet your husband? I've talked about this on a lot of videos. If you want to go back and watch like my husband's Q&A, it's on there at length. I saw him at a bar. I sent him a message on MySpace, and yes, MySpace. I told him that he had kind eyes and that he was handsome. And the rest is kind of history from there. It's kind of a funny story, actually. Robert Carlo said, you're so cute, talk about Trisha. Which Trisha? Dr. Phil Trisha or Trisha Paytas? Trisha Paytas has been such a good friend to me. She, you know, like, I know that she, to a lot of people, appears one way on camera, and people love her or they hate her, you know? And I think with any kind of pop culture phenomenon, that's very much the case, that people either love them or they hate them. And she's just been 100% genuine and very real to me, and a very good friend through the times. I don't talk to her very often anymore. I wish her the best. I'm sure if I called her up, we would talk, but... and I'm excited about her tour. I'm hoping she's coming to Indianapolis. So that's what I would say about Trisha Paytas. If you were snowed in and couldn't go out to get a new book, what book would you reread from your bookcase? Oh, that's so good. My bookcase is over there. Probably Catcher in the Rye. To Kill a Mockingbird is my all-time favorite book, but I did a booktube video, so I have a booktube channel too where I talk about books, and I'm rereading To Kill a Mockingbird this month. Excuse me. And I talked on there about that there are so many books that I want to read that I probably will never reread To Kill a Mockingbird again. And I got very emotional and I cried in the video. But that I think that all good things should come to an end. I don't need to read To Kill a Mockingbird 20 more times in my life to know what a profound effect it has had on my life. And so it's time for me to read other things. That being said, it's very much an ending in my life. And so, I don't know, it makes me kind of sad. I would read Catcher in the Rye, although I've read it a million times. It's very much a winter book. So if I was stuck in a blizzard, that would be what I would read. Do you have any advice? It's only Rachel. What's up, Rachel? Do you have any advice for those with severe senioritis? Consider dropping out every day. Do not drop out. You are so close. It's so funny because I was somebody that in middle school and high school could give a shit about my grades, okay? I graduated from high school with a 1.86. I mean, it was really sad, you guys. I mean, I did not ever take home a book. My parents, which is interesting, my father is a surgeon and my mother had two, master's degrees. They never once ever asked me for my grades or were concerned about my grades. Looking back, it's weird. I don't remember them ever saying, do you have a test on Monday or a paper? Never asked. I don't know what that was about. And my parents were very involved in my life. Not until I got sober did I get very, very serious about school, and in graduate school I did very well. And I think it was because I was super passionate about what I was doing. Once you get your education, nobody can ever take that away from you. And I think that that's a really valuable thing. It's the same thing with my sobriety. My sobriety and my education are two things that are so important to me because nobody can really ever take that away from me. And I worked my ass off for both. So, you can do it. You can do it. Just tell yourself that on a daily basis. I've come this far. I can do it. All right, you're so close. It's like literally running that last, lap to, anyway. Okay, how old are your doggies? So Pee-Pee, he's right here next to me. You guys want to see him? Pee-Pee, come here. Oh, little Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee, the flying chihuahua. Pee-Pee is literally sitting next to me in every video that I make. Aren't you, Pee-Pee? Give me a kiss. He loves to sit right there. And I'll put him down there and then he'll move around. So anyway, Pee-Pee is 11 and Boo and Tucker are 8. And somebody said, I'm always sarcastically shading my Tucker. I'm not, I don't. He just is he gets so much attention from both of us. And then Boo gets a lot of attention from me and Pee-Pee gets a lot of attention from Alex. And I know it doesn't seem that way, that Pee-Pee is the most well-behaved, which is why he's the one that's in the videos the most. Okay, your favorite and least favorite thing about Tanya, said Mirror Funk. I love you, Mirror Funk. My favorite thing about Tanya is that as a best friend, she challenges me and she tells me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. And I think it's the most valuable lesson to anybody that's a friend. There are ways to say something to somebody that's not critical, it's not hurtful, it's not mean, it's not bitchy. You're just saying, I love you enough that I'm going to tell you this, okay? And she's had many of those moments with me, and I as well with her, where we've kind of kept each other in check. The thing I like least about Tanya, God, that's a hard question. There's not a lot that I hate about her. We've been friends for 21 years. Can you guys believe that? I mean, best friends for 21 years. And I talk to her every day. I literally see her probably 4 or 5 nights a week. We've only ever had one fight in that time, and it was, I think, for 2 hours, and then we were crying and we made up. The thing I like least about Tanya is that she can be wasteful at times. She buys things that she thinks she's going to use a million times, and then she doesn't. That cauliflower, turn that into spaghetti thing. She bought that and never used it. It's stuff like that. Or the Nutri Ninja. She'll be like, oh, I have to have this, and then she throws it in the cart. I'm like, Tanya, you're never going to use it. And then she doesn't use it. So I know that's stupid, but probably that. Oh, and she always gets me trapped in the newest reality show. Tanya has watched every reality show that is out there, and she gets me caught up in every single one of them. Okay, Blue Sarah has many, many questions. What is the weirdest thing that has happened to you while you're out for a late night drive? Tanya and I, one night, we were driving down the street. It was near Halloween. And there was this guy, no lie, that was about 6'7", standing on the side of the road with one of those strangers masks on, and he was like this. And we drove by, and I was scared shitless, and Tanya goes, turn around, turn around. We turned around, he was gone. And it was literally in this area of the neighborhood where there was this huge wall. There was nowhere for him to go, and there was nobody else, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning on a school night. Very spooky. What do you think your life would have been like had you not decided to become sober? I've actually thought about this a lot. I thought about writing a book like a fictional book, where it's a guy has two lives, and one he's sober and one he's not, and it like all is decided in this moment in which way would it have gone. I truly, truly believe that I would be in prison or that I would be dead right now, and probably dead. My use was, I don't talk a lot about my specific use on here, but at the end, I was drinking a fifth of Jack Daniels a day, probably 3 to 4, Colt 45s. I love malt liquor, plus drinks when I went out. So I don't know, another half of a fifth when I would go out. I smoked weed all day long. I ate Vicodin like it was going out of style, and I snorted cocaine, and I smoked rock cocaine. So my life was really on a downward spiral. I mean, it was bad, you guys. Like, I probably would have been dead, and I didn't even really care at that point. Okay, third question, last one. Where do you think you would be in life had you not met Alex? Shane Dawson's husband, hands down. I don't know. I have no idea, I think that's an interesting question, though. One question said, official Jason Holland. Hello, Jason! What is one hobby you have that YouTube hasn't heard about? Oh, God, what a good question. Fan flipping. What's one hobby? I don't really have any hobbies that I don't talk about on here. I mean, if you watch my vlog channel, I literally talk about everything. I'm like looking around, like what's something that I do that I don't? Okay, collecting old movies. I don't talk about that a lot. I collect like old made-for-TV movies, like old Christmas made-for-TV movies and old made-for-TV movies that I watched that really, like I know my first name is Steven. Do you guys remember that one back in the day about the kid that's kidnapped? I Saw What You Did and I Know Who You Are with Cheryl Ladd. That one I'm looking for currently. I have all these old Christmas movies, like Smoky Mountain Christmas with Dolly Parton is my hands down favorite Christmas movie. I collect old movies. I just like to be reminded a lot of my childhood. It's very safe for me. So anywhere I go in the world, I can have those things if we move, and it will be, like you can't take it from me. It's funny because a couple years ago, I loaned a bunch of my Christmas movies out to a friend of mine that like had a relapse, and I haven't seen her since, and her life just got super tragic. And I had loaned her like 4 movies at the time to do Christmas cookies with her kids. It makes me really sad, actually. And but it resulted in her like, it's just a sad story. But anyway, I haven't seen her since, and I haven't seen my movies, but I got new ones. So just goes to show you that shit happens, For the sake of moving in, okay, wait, that's a very serious question. I'll answer that on my vlog. What movie, book, and food would you absolutely need on a desert island? Okay, pizza for food, book, How to Survive on a Desert Island, if that exists, and movie, Adventures in Babysitting. I don't know why. Who would you want to play you and Alex if a movie was made about your life? I would want Daniel Craig to play me. Or Andy Cohen, just so I could get to meet him. He looks so cute in the Dallas reunion. Did you guys watch the Dallas reunion? And who would play Alex? Enrique Iglesias. I think he's gorgeous and doesn't look much like my husband. If you could have Janis Joplin... Oh, I read this last night. I love this question. If you could have Janis Joplin sing one song to you live, granted if she came back to you, what would it be? And I think... I was like looking through all of my Janis songs last night. Let me tell you, I was looking through them. At first, I thought I would see Me and Bobby McGee, but I don't think that's what it would be. I don't even know if I have that song because I know it so well. I think that I would pick Careless Love, which is an Odetta cover that she did, and it's on the Little Girl Blue soundtrack. And it's when you hear her sing it, it is like, I mean, it's canned heaven. It's gorgeous. I love Janis Joplin so much. Let's see. If money wasn't an option, where would you go in the world? The Maldives or Fiji? Do Tanya or Melissa ever watch your YouTube videos? Tanya doesn't as much as she used to unless she's in them. Melissa watches more of them because she's been in more lately. What is your favorite flower? Stargazer lilies. And do you have a dryer yet, girl? No. We're going to get that for Christmas. If someone said that they would give you a reward of your choosing, but first you had to talk for an hour straight over one topic, what topic would you choose to talk about? Addiction and recovery. What helps you to become more positive and self-confident? You guys have really helped me a lot. You guys with your, I get so many nice comments on all of my channels. You guys really build me up. Like, you really make me feel good about myself. And I don't know, it's just like such a blessing that, I'm not saying that I don't get the critical responses too, but I can kind of read through them now. It's like, really, especially with my voice, when people have said, like, it cracks me up that I get people say, your voice helps me go to sleep at night, it's so soothing. I'm like, this crackly old thing. But, you know, like, it's, you know, different people's perspectives, and I love that people now are out there that enjoy and love my voice, because it's really helped me to love my voice. And so, I think you guys and your comments have really helped with that a lot. If you could only have one career for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would love to make YouTube my career and just make videos all day long. I love it. How did you meet Tanya? Okay, so I met Tanya because I was taking my dog into the kennel that she owns, and we looked at each other and I was like, I know you from somewhere, and she had been sponsoring a girl that was a patient of mine when I used to work in treatment, and that's how we kind of put two and two together. What's your favorite thing about long night drives? Oh my God, nothing is better than when I get really into a scary book. This happened the other night with Murder on the Orient Express, and then it's like I'm out in the middle of like the country and it's like super scary. I do love that. Okay. How long do you usually drive for while you listen to music in your audiobooks? About an hour and a half, 2 hours. Your perfect Indiana date night. My perfect Indiana date night for me would just be to go to some small little restaurant, like this place Puccini's that we love to go that has great pasta, and then go see a movie. But Alex loves to go to like artsy restaurants. There's a lot of like downtown Indianapolis is just like blowing up with all of these like artsy restaurants. I think it would be really fun to, you know, go downtown, go out to some new restaurant that's just started, and maybe go to see a drag show or go see some kind of theater or something like that. We like to try new like kind of like dance like groups. Like there's a dance kaleidoscope that's like kind of a mixture of like new ballet, if that makes sense, to do stuff like that. I love to do stuff like that. Okay, some of these are really, really long, so I'm not going to respond to them. I'm sorry. Who said I love you first? You or your husband? I did. I knew like in 2 days, you guys. I know like within 5 minutes if I'm wasting my time with somebody or if it's going to be the best thing ever. If you could be featured in any magazine, what magazine would you be featured in? Vanity Fair. Can't you just see me on the cover of Vanity Fair? They'd be like, is that Steve Jobs? Anyway, thank you guys for your questions. I will do another, I will do another magazine cover. Please ask me. I would love to have an international or national campaign. Can you imagine? But anyway, and I will do another Q&A down the road sometimes. You don't want to do too many of them because then people are like, we don't care about you that much. All right, you guys. I'm sorry, tiny claps. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.